Friends, imagine building a mobile app without fighting syntax, frameworks, or server setup. No endless configuration, no boilerplate, just an idea turning into something real. For years, building software meant learning how to think like a machine instead of focusing on the product. But today, we're stepping past that era. I am Daniel. Welcome to my channel where I make smart tutorials. We're taking a look at Abacus AI Deep Agent, a tool that completely changes how mobile apps are built. Guys, instead of writing step-by-step instructions for a computer, you describe what you want. The vibe, the purpose, the feeling. You explain what the app should do, how it should feel to use, and what information it should remember, while the AI handles the interface, backend, and database. Also, I've left all the useful links in the description down below, so don't forget to check them out. Let's jump right in. Alright friends, so this is the Deep Agent command center, and honestly the first time you open it, it almost feels suspiciously simple. There's just one text field here, very similar to a regular chatbot, and that's it. No complicated dashboards, no huge menus, no setup screens asking you a million questions. But that's kind of the point. Everything here starts with intent. Instead of clicking through settings, you just describe what you want. Before we build anything, let's take a quick look around. Over here we can see apps that were already created with this agent. If we use the filter and switch to mobile apps, we instantly get a list of real projects. And this is important, guys, because these aren't mockups or templates. These are actual working applications that started exactly the same way we're about to start now. Alright mates, let's build our own. I'm not overthinking this at all. I'm typing a very simple prompt describing a mobile app for freelancers to track projects and income. I'm not telling it what fields to use. I'm not asking for charts. And I'm definitely not micromanaging the UI. I'm just describing the idea and the overall vibe. And this is where things get interesting, folks. The whole idea here is that the Deep Agent should understand context. It should read between the lines and make reasonable decisions on its own. Sure, if I already knew I needed a specific connector or integration, I could add it manually. But for this demo, I want to see how far we can go with just one prompt. So I send it off. Guys, let me take a little break to ask you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's absolutely free, but helps me make even more fun tutorials for you. Thanks. Now, instead of immediately building something random, the agent pauses and comes back with a response. And this response already tells you a lot about how it works. It doesn't ask me 20 small questions. It doesn't demand exact specs. Instead, it proposes a focused solution. It basically says, here's a reasonable starting point: income tracking, history, basic statistics, and a clean mobile interface. It even mentions estimated credit usage upfront, which is honestly a nice touch. Guys, this doesn't feel like talking to a bot. This feels like a contractor saying, here's what I suggest we build first. And the plan makes sense. It's not bloated, it's not missing anything critical, and it's perfect for a first version. So I don't argue. I just type yes and approve the plan. Now, guys, the agent switches gears. This is where it stops talking and starts building. You can see it generating a proper project plan, setting up backend API endpoints, and designing the database schema. All of this is happening automatically in the background. After a short moment, the agent tells us the core service is complete. That's a big deal, because this means the backend logic is ready. The app can already accept data, store it safely, and send it back when needed. Then it asks the next logical question: do we stop here and deploy just the server, or do we keep going? And yeah, friends, a backend on its own isn't very exciting. A server without an app is like an engine without a car. So we tell it to continue and build the mobile app. This is where things really start to feel a bit magical. The agent takes the finished backends and starts layering a user interface on top of it. It creates screens, buttons, input forms, all the things a real user would actually tap on their phone. Then it spins up a virtual machine and builds a React Native app on top of everything. And suddenly, guys, we're not talking about an idea anymore. We are looking at a real mobile app. Take a second to look at this screen. We're already at 7,500 in total earnings. This already looks like a proper finance app. Clean layout, clear numbers. There are a few minor drawbacks. For example, the color of the numbers could be improved, but that's something you can easily tweak and fix. Now mates, let's talk about this QR code, because this is one of my favorite parts. In mobile development there's a tool called Expogo. You install it on your real iPhone or Android device from the App Store, open the camera, scan this QR code, and the app launches instantly on your phone. No cables, no developer accounts, no publishing to the App Store. For showing a prototype to a client or a friend, this is honestly perfect. But let's also test it right here in the browser. Down at the bottom we've got navigation. We can jump between sections, view earnings, edit entries, delete them, and filter data by different dates. Everything reacts instantly, just like you'd expect from a real app. Nothing feels broken, folks. Nothing feels unfinished. You can open screens, close them, make changes, and see updates right away. This is a full working flow, not just a static demo. If we move behind the scenes, we can also inspect how everything is built. There's a Node.js backend handling the logic and a React Native frontend powering the mobile interface. We can preview the app, manage settings, and explore the API endpoints that were generated for us. From here, we can open the database, manage storage, and even connect custom domains. We can control versions of the app, which is huge if you plan to iterate and release updates over time. There's also a service log where errors appear if something goes wrong. And instead of manually debugging everything, we can just ask the Deep Agent to fix the issue. After that, the system suggests testing again, either in preview mode or directly on a real device. Any bugs that show up are tracked here, and we can keep fixing them using the same workflow. Guys, this is basically the full development lifecycle, from idea to testing to iteration, all in one place. And finally, when everything looks good, we hit deploy. We can generate an Android package, deploy the backend on Abacus AI, or use our own domain or subdomains. iOS deployment will also be available as that feature rolls out. And just like that, folks, we've gone from a single text prompt to a fully functional mobile application. Alright mates, let's wrap this up. Abacus AI Deep Agent shifts the focus away from technical friction and back to ideas. You're no longer fighting syntax or setup, you're describing outcomes and turning them into real products. This doesn't replace developers, it removes unnecessary barriers. It allows freelancers, startups, and teams to move faster, test ideas earlier, and show real working apps instead of mockups. And honestly guys, this feels like a real glimpse into the future of app development. Less friction, more creativity, and a much smoother path from idea to production. If you're excited to try it out, or if you've already used it and have some thoughts to share, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your experiences. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video helpful, and subscribe for more tutorials. Thanks for watching, and till next time!